Okay, guys, let's read this. Rim Trail Sunset Point. Panoramic vistas of the world's largest collection of hoodoos greet you along the rim trail of Bryce Amphitheater. From south to north, scenic overlooks include Bryce, Inspiration, Sunset, Sunrise, and Fairyland Points. The easiest portion from Sunrise Point to Sunset Point, approximately half a mile, is flat and paved. From April to October, you can use the park shuttle to enjoy one-way hikes between viewpoints. Peekaboo Loop Trail, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start at Navajo Trail Loop, and we're going to hike down, and then we're going to take we're going to kind of go straight onto Peekaboo Loop, and we're going to do that, and we're going to go clockwise on both trails. Okay, it's going to be a long hike today. We're going to have fun. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, look at this. Navajo Loop Trail. This popular trail has two sides, one descending into the narrow paths of Wall Street and the other to the erosion-resistant Two Bridges and Thor's Hammer. Hikers can also connect to the Peekaboo Loop Trail and the Queen's Garden Trail to create larger loops. If hiking the 2.9-mile Queen's Navajo combination, we recommend hiking first to Sunrise Point to descend the Queen's Garden Trail. Okay guys, look, we have made it to the next benchmark. You have found the Navajo Loop benchmark on the I Hike the Hoodoos Challenge, a way to stay healthy and have fun in your national park. Look, water and ice are the sculptors of Bryce Canyon's wonderland. Melting snow and torrential rain erode the softer stone and carry it downhill, leaving behind massive slabs of standing rock. Ice cracks this rock apart as it freezes and thaws, weathering it into fins and hoodoos that spark curiosity and imagination. Okay, guys, what do you think about this trail? It's pretty fantastic. We love the snow. Yeah, me too. How beautiful is this? Okay, we've come to a junction. We can take either the Peekaboo Loop Trail or the Horse Trail. I'm not taking no horse trail. Boy, that's great grammar you've got there. Or, boy, that's great grammar you have there. Why don't you want to take the horse trail? Do I look like a horse to you? No. Are you offended? I'm not a horse. Yeah, but are you practicing speciesism? Look, buddy, if you think I'm a horse and you think I'm going to take a horse trail, you've got another thing coming. You get so offended in the morning. I'm sorry, I haven't had my coffee yet. You have absolutely had your coffee. We had 3 big cups of coffee, 1 cup each. All right, let's take the Peekaboo Loop. Peekaboo, Peekaboo. Say it again. Peekaboo. All right, come on, let's go. We have a lot of hiking to do. Up through this snowy, sunny trail. You know, it's kind of glimmery in my eyeball. Okay, look, you guys, I'm going to take the Peekaboo Loop, and you're going to take the horse trail. I'm not taking a horse trail. I'm not. Okay, all right, look, let's go Peekaboo Loop, okay? We ready? All right, it's round trip 3 miles. Okay, that's not bad at all, 3 miles. Oh, there's some uphill hiking though. Yeah, we're getting kind of tired. You're not doing much work. All right, let's go. Okay guys, how are you enjoying this hike so far? pretty tired. Wait, look at the immense beauty in front of you, and all you have to say is that you're tired. Hey, are you ready for today's geology lesson? Not really. What? It's kind of what we do, by making these videos. We learn about geology. Okay, suit yourself. All right, look. Do you remember in yesterday's geology lesson we talked about the term superposition, and we were describing? I don't remember. You absolutely remember. I'm just kidding. Okay, look. But we talked yesterday, we spoke yesterday about how the pink cliffs of the Bryce Canyon area, the Grand Staircase, pink cliffs overlie the gray cliffs, and the gray cliffs overlie the white cliffs, and the white cliffs overlie the vermilion cliffs, which overlie the chocolate cliffs. And we spoke about how superposition tells us that the lower layers are older because they formed first. Do you remember that? That was Superman, right? No, it wasn't Superman. It's Superposition. And I'm Captain Superposition. You guys are nutty. Look, we're trying to be serious about this and learn a little bit of geology. But what we learned with superposition was that the lower layers are older than the upper layers. And yesterday we mentioned about how old each specific layer is. Scientists are able to use methods known as absolute dating. Absolutely. No, listen, this is a geologic term. Absolute dating gives you a specific age of a specific rock and a specific layer of rock. But we're going to talk a little bit today about a different kind of dating, and it's called absolute dating. And it works in with this principle of superposition. So superposition says that the lower layer is older than the upper layer. I think this is a great vantage point here on Peekaboo Trail in Bryce Canyon National Park to speak about relative dating. So let's look at the white cliffs on the top. That's Navajo sandstone. Now, we can, without even knowing the specific age of each layer, we can determine which is younger and which is older. And that's a principle. And that type of dating, where you don't specifically know an actual age, but you just know whether one is older than the other, that's called relative dating. Is that kind of like when you know that your mother is older than you are because she's your relative? No, that's not. Well, that's a good point. And let's think about what you just said. I know you were maybe being a little bit silly with the use of relative, but you know that your mother was here before you were. So since she was here first, that proves that she is older than you are. So I know that was a joke, right? What you just said. I really wasn't trying to be funny. Okay. Well, sometimes we take our jokes for granted. Anyway, but if a rock formation is here before another rock formation, then we know that first formation is the oldest. So the Navajo sandstone at the top, if we use the principle of relative dating, would you think that those top layers are older than the pink sandstone that underlie them? I would think that the layer on top is younger. Yes, you're right. And why do you know? Yes, you're right. And why do you know that? It's because the lower layer is, I don't remember. But you did a great job. It's because the lower layer was formed first, therefore it's older. So as we look across this landscape, can we see how the Navajo sandstone is on top all the way across? Do you see that? So we know that that layer was formed after the pink sandstone, the pink cliffs that underlie it. So that's a technique that geologists use, and it's called relative dating, and it doesn't depend on knowing the actual date of the rock, but it knows on just but it depends on just knowing which came first. Yeah, so that's our geology science term of the day, relative dating, and knowing the difference between relative dating and absolute dating, and how that applies to what we learned yesterday about the principle of Superman. You mean superposition? Yeah, see, you're learning so much already.